Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this episode, I am going to show you how I build the AI agent for social media, step by steps, every part of the system. I will also tell you why I ever built this system. I have a business, like the other business, we have to post on social media each single day. If you do it manually, you have to prepare the images, the captions, maybe generate the video and prepare everything and post it each and every platform. It may take 2 to 3 hours a single day and maybe 60 hours a month. So I thought if AI can do all the things, that's exactly what I built. So I just make a diagram to let you how I prepare the plan to represent this whole video. First of all, it checks, you set a schedule, a trigger and start. Then it goes to the Google that where I plan what content is needed for today, what topic, which platform, what format. Then it builds the prompt and send it to Claude AI. Claude analyze the topic and generate the content idea, captions, hook, hashtag, everything. Then it asks me to which idea I want to go with, and I pick one and then it for now. So this way it's on the Telegram. Okay. Then I can choose 1 to 3. It will send 3 ideas to me. Then I can choose. So based on what I pick, the system checks the format, if it's image and if it's reel, if it's carousel. So it takes the decision, and there are 3 branches because if it's image, it has some different steps. If it's reel, then it's have different steps, and carousel, different steps. So for video, it goes further. They generate the voiceover script, create the audio using the n8n Lab, then assemble full reel using the Creator Mate. And similarly, image is generate the image in Google Imagen 4, and then it will end. That's the architecture I have been following. Before I have to approve, then it posts to all social media. I make the whole system in a 3 layer. One is planning layer, and is generation layer, and is publishing layer. So the planning layer, actually the Google Sheet and Claude AI, this is where the idea come from. The generation layer, Google Imagen, n8n Labs, Creator Mate, this where images and videos are made. The publishing layer, Telegram for my approval, then upload post and update the Google Sheet. So what is n8n? So the tool that connects everything together is called n8n. So you have many apps like Google Sheet, Claude AI, Telegram, Instagram. Normally they don't talk each other. n8n connect all them to talk to each other in one place. That is actually build the workflow, and then n8n help to build that. So how you get the n8n? So there is a Docker is free. There is a free version which can install on your computer, but best is to self-hosted. So n8n has 2 options, cloud version or self-hosted version. So cloud is easy, you just sign up here n8n.io, but you have to pay every time your workflow run, and our system run every single day, which means many steps that cost up to loss, and this is very costly. Self-hosted means you just install n8n on your own server, you pay a flat monthly fee for the server. That's it. No matter how many times your workflow run or cost are same. For the system like this, self-hosted is the smarter choice and more control and better price. I choose the hosting here, like it has a dedicated self-hosted VPS, which is you can choose your plan. Generally this one is the best if you have lots of workflow, but you can choose this one too. Alright, I already use this and all my workflow are coming from here. So you can purchase this for 24 months. You have lots of credit. I put a link in the description, you can use that and you can try that. Alright, n8n is pretty easy in hosting. Just one click, you just click and install, and these things are ready. Okay, this way for me. So I am using the hosting here, and I put all the thing, all my workflow and everything is there. It's pretty good. I run lots of workflows. Those are running very well. So let's go to the credential. So it's very important. All right, so credential, actually before we start the building, there is one thing we need to understand. The credential, when n8n connect to external app, like Google or Claude, it needs permissions, and the permission is called a credential. You set it up once inside the n8n, and then you can use it to any node. You don't have to set up it again. So you can create a credential, okay, and most of the time I create header auth, okay. So because most of my node I use a HTTP, so that is used for, so based on the which platform you are using, they have their documentation based on you can set the name and value key, and it can work. So let's go back to our setup, how we did that. So now I'm going to show you the first node. First thing, we need to create a Google Sheet like this, all right, and this, then you have multiple tabs like this, and weekly planner, Gym City, content, because Gym City are brand, and content pillar and postcard. So weekly planner very important. So here you can see the date, day, content layer. Based on this, Claude will actually prepare the data. Feature promo, what kind of prepare you want to post, and then if it's campaign or not, what kind of topic you should avoid, which platform you want to post, then if it's single image, carousel or reel, and status. So these are the actually content pillar is very important, and you can generate for 30 days or 40 days, so whatever, it run every day. I just tell about the Gym City context, okay. This way, what is the primary audience text like this, and content pillar. So it's up to you how you prepare the content pillar, like what kind of the main topic and its description, example, angle, based format, because based on this, prepare the topic. After post, n8n will fill this complete with the URL of each post. So first, we have to get the Google Sheet node. So you can create a row in this one, all right. So before that, you have to create a credential, because it's already set up, so it's already there. But if you go to the create credential, then you need the client ID, client secret, all right. So how you can do that? So you have to go to the console.google.com, and you have to log in, and after login you have to create there. I have already a project, okay, API project. I created that. You can click and create a new project if you don't have any project. Then if you go there, and you can see there is a API and services, enable and API services, all right. So you can search, like I already did also, if you click on the enable API services. So let me click here, and you can see the Google Sheet. If you search it, you can create open, and you have to enable it, all right. So after enable, again you have to, like, we need a Google More services. So if you can do that same thing for other services as well if you require. So after that, you enable the services, go back to API services, then here is a credential. So you can create a new credential and auth client ID. So auth client ID, we put all your required informations. Is it like what is called? It's a web application. Then you can put a URL, authorize the redirect URL. That the redirect URL will be this one, like this one, all right. And you can get the client ID and authorize. After saving it, you can get those IDs informations, okay. So this way you can create. Let me create one, so you can go to the project, so overview. So you can, after create, you can create the client ID, and you can also the client secret, all right. So this is our localhost project. So similarly, everything looks like same. So this way you can do that and execute the steps. So see, fetching the data, and this way if you connect, then you can come here. The document list will be coming here, all the list, all right. And then you can these are the column, which column you want to say, and the value. So because we are checking the today's, so today's content from the Google Sheet, and this is very important, I told you before. So after that, and if you put the conditions and find the today's content, all right. So then after that, you have to read context. We have a 4 tab, so you have to read the context, And similarly, you have to set up same thing, because you just need to choose the service account or credential, and again you have to read the pillars, and then you have to read the post block similarly. Okay, now this is a very important. This is very important. Build the prompt and Claude AI. And Claude AI. So how I did that. So basically now we need to combine all the information what I get from the Google Sheet, and this is we prepare a prompt for the Claude. All right, I will tell Claude, here's the data I have here is I need to send and write me a code Claude wrote. Okay, I tested it and made small changes I worked. So you don't need to know how Claude build the system, you just use this Claude to write your code for you. So what you want, you just ask Claude what you need. I ask Claude first, then it prepare for me from the code. Then I back and forth the Claude and then make it the 100% prompt. All right. So you have to choose the JavaScript, and so based on this, it prepare all the prompt. See, and if I just executed it, but before that, let me show you how this is the payload. All right, which Claude, model we use, how much token we need to use. All right, this is our actually constant, and we'll pass this as a return, and these are the context. All right, so this is pretty simple. If you ask Claude and give this and ask Claude, I need this format, Claude will prepare for you and you can paste it and execute. I see the result, the prompt and the message and everything is ready. Now the Claude API. Now you ask me why I use the HTTP. So n8n actually has a built-in Claude node for Anthropic, but in the system I use HTTP request in node instead. Why? Because HTTP request gives me a more control. I can set the exact model, the exact header and exact parameter I need. The built-in node is good for simple tasks, but the system like this HTTP request is better for me. That's I think. And this way, that's why I choose the HTTP. Think HTTP request as a universal connector. You can give the URL, all right, and it will give you all the things. So that's why I use the API. But if you are comfortable with the native Anthropic, okay, if you search it, you can use that. It's up to you. But for me, it's very flexible. Now the console, we need the API key and the authentication, like header of same. I did that, and you have to create X API key and the value, the API key. So how you can do that? You can go to the console.anthropic.com. all right, you can create your account, and you can after login you can see this kind of a screen. You can get an API key and create a key, put the information, and you get the key from here. It's pretty easy. All right, so I don't need to show everything, but it requires charges, so you have to set up your credit card. All right, so you can use the Gemini that has some free tier. All right, but Claude is better for the response from my perspective. So this way I use it to set up it. So now see authentication and Anthropic version. You have to put this one. All right, which version you will send a body JSON using fields below, model, Claude Sonnet. All right, maximum token, because I showed you last node we put in token from the code, and system is the message prepared. Okay, all the message from code, and this is the system message and this is the message. All right, then we execute steps. So the Claude is running and analyzing and preparing the real content, because it was the real, so it prepared the real content. So let's wait. So Claude responds it, okay? And the way we ask for in our system message, it responds that way, because response as a JSON, but as a text, because it's a JSON format, content type text and text. All right, but text inside text is formatting as a JSON, and all the information. So now we move to the next node. Claude is done, And this is, let me tell you one thing, this is the core of the whole system, everything that follows. Like what Claude response, that base image generate, the video generate, voice over, everything is depending on the, I can say the engine of the whole system. All right, so because it responds in its own format, but we need to update the format, so we need to write a code, and this code also written by Claude. All right, so get Claude and give this information. All right, and that generate this code, which help me to prepare in our own way. Because of the reel, we ask for different TikTok caption. Okay, TikTok caption have a limitation for the text. Similarly, the X or Twitter, and also the pillar, it's coming from the Google Sheet, and everything, the voiceover, how it will be, it generated by the Claude. Okay, and because we are using 3 images for the generating the video, and how image prompt it will generate, and also the caption, and everything Claude is generate, we're just formatting it, so our own way. Okay, so now to the build the messages. So for the reel, we don't require to make a 3 idea because it takes too much token. All right, so what I did, I just for the single image, it generate 3 idea. For reel, it just generate 1 idea. If it's 3 idea, I'll show you how it look like, but let me execute these steps, and it generate the message to which will send to Telegram. Okay, now the Telegram very flexible in n8n or bot. So if you search Telegram, and you can choose send a message, send a text message. All right, if you text message, you have, because I already have that, but I'll show you how you can create a bot. All right, so you can have a credential, and if you want to create a credential, so let me show you here how it look like. You can create a credential. The credential is access token and API key. All right, so how we can do that? Let's open Telegram. So you can have to search the bot further. Okay, so you can open it, and you can write a new bot. All right, so let me write a new bot. Okay, so a bot name, how would you call it? Okay, so my server bot. Let's I put good. Now choose the username. Okay, my server bot, I choose the same name. All right, so it's done. Now this is the API key. See, if you keep it, and let me go to the n8n, and let me create new credential, access token. You can save it, it will work. Okay, so you can type it, my test server bot. Let's see, I can put it in the name so I can remember that later. Okay, so now we need the chat ID. All right, that's very important. How you can get that? Let me show you. Let's open the, so you can start to talk with the server bot. All right, start. Say hi. Now I'm going to put a link in the description, and put your API key and click on the browser so you can get the chat ID. Let me show you. You can see this kind of URL. Okay, so your bot token, our bot token, you have to mention the bot. Okay, make sure. So let me copy from bot further this one. Okay, and go to there, and so let me copy it and put in the browser. Then I can see this one. So where is the chat ID? So you can find easily chat ID. You can search it, or you can ID. There is an ID. See this one. From. Okay. This so chat ID is this one. Okay. So you can copy it and go to the n8n. This is the chat ID. All right. So you can, whatever the port, you can put there. All right, so this way you can set up it, So let's send to the Telegram. Okay, the Telegram comes this way. All right, this way. It's waiting for the response. See, the responses look like, if it, let me show you this one. Okay, so if it's single email, then it send me like this way. Okay, but there is no option, so I have just to click here, open, and put one. For now, it can be, we can use a single button too. One, then is approved, and then speak idea, because as for Brill, it's one idea, so there is no talk about the idea. But if it's single email, then you can have 3 options. So you can 1, 2, 3. Based on that, it will execute and prepare. All right, all the thing here. So again, I didn't write the code myself. Okay, I used Claude to write it for me. I'll put the full code description. You can copy it. All right. So now I just executed everything showing me. So that's the episode 1 for now, and we can move to next episode from check format. And that's for the episode 1. We covered the full planning layer. We cover how to set up Google Sheet, how to build the prompt, how to use the Claude AI, and how to get the response. In episode 2, I will show you how I used to generate the image or reel and that the content generation layer. Subscribe so you don't miss it. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment. I will answer everyone. See you in the next episode.